They hate that you're not easily distracted. See, some people saw your greatness from the very beginning. They saw how you managed to handle every tough situation and persevere and prosper through it all at the end of the day through Lord Jesus. They saw how you always had faith and you didn't let anything hold you back as far as what you can do and what you can't do and if it's going to work out, right? You always had this positive mindset, bro. You always had this positive driven, spirit, sis. You never let anything hold you back, even when all the odds were stacked up against you, right? And this is why you continue to move forward and prosper. And this is why they continue to hate. And they hate for the fact that the original plan was to distract you from who you were. Because like I said in previous episodes, you can't be the best version of yourself unless you know who you are, right? You can't play your purpose unless you know what purpose that you're supposed to play and who you're sent here to be. You know what I'm saying? So that's the time that we're on right now. And for so long, they want to distract you from that because of what I just said. When people know what they're supposed to do, they do it. They know who they're supposed to be, they do it. But when people are distracted, how can you judge a person for just not knowing? Like a lot of things you went through, it wasn't because you were foolish or because, you lacked knowledge or wisdom. You just didn't know. And in a sense, yeah, that's lacking knowledge or wisdom, but it's different when you know better and you fail versus not knowing. See, God will always have mercy on that because he'll put you through certain situations to where you can learn. It's when you already know better and you still keep making the same decisions and you don't have the knowledge to move forward, that's when he gets irritated and that's when he gets, wrathful and he starts showing people like, hey, I'm not playing. When I tell you to do something, do it, right? So these people couldn't distract you from your purpose. They couldn't distract you from who you truly are. And you soon realized who you truly were. And you started operating in them, operating in your gifts, operating in your calling, operating in who you're supposed to be, operating in how you're supposed to move, right? And as soon as they saw that all the witchcraft, all the negativity, the stalking, right? The just all these different weird attempts that nobody really has time for. Like it's kind of throws me for a loop the way that people have time to put these plans together, especially in groups of people. Best definition of miserable, right? But as soon as they figured out that they couldn't stop you from learning who you are and operating in that, now you see the distractions didn't stop. But now they just go out of their way to distract you from a distance. But they be distant because they were already fearful of your purpose just for you being you before you even knew who you are. So now that you know who you are and you're walking in your purpose, you're walking in your calling, you're walking in your power. Yeah, of course, they fear you even more because they know it's God that they're fearing in you. Yeah, they fear you even more because they know God's not going to play you coming up against his chosen ones, distracting them, throwing anxiety and depression and negativity and stress and poverty and lack into these people's lives when they're not even bothering you. Like a lot of these people, you didn't even know that they existed. They were just another resident in your area, another person that be at the store, another person that's a so-called cousin, buddy. You don't even really know these people. But they're so fascinated by you, right? You don't even really know these people, but they're so intimidated by your success. It's like, bro, how do these people have all day to do what they're doing when they could spend all day bettering their lives? They have all day to hate on you not being distracted, but they don't have all day to figure out why they're so distracted and how they could get more focused. Or they really do have that time and they really know they should be doing that, but they hate on you to distract them from the fact that they should be focused, from the fact that they're behind, from the fact that they shouldn't be comparing to anybody. They should go get some help for that sick little brain that they have, right? Anybody who does witchcraft because somebody's not distracted, because somebody's not focused on them, because somebody's not losing, right? Because somebody's not depressed, you're sick and you need help. But because these people don't want to focus on their flaws and do the internal work like you did, chosen ones, guess what? They continued their attempts and attacks as they're currently continuing from a distance. Why from a distance? Because they're hurting. They've already lost cars, houses, jobs, opportunities, spouses, bro, at this point, it's like throw in the towel, bro. Cancer results came back positive. All these different things, like, bro, you're tripping, bro. Go get some help. Like, why do you have time to focus on the chosen ones, right? And how do you even think of your future and what's yet to come? Because most of these people have families, they have kids, they have spouses. So it's like, what are you going to tell your family lineage? You got to have your grandkid going to school like, oh, hey, oh, your grandpappy was a boss? Your great grandpappy was a boss? Yeah, yeah. Oh, my great grandpappy was put here to distract people from their purposes. It's like, what? Oh yeah, your great pappy's a weirdo. Like, your great grandpappy, yeah, he ain't nothing, bro. Matter of fact, tell your daddy to come to career day. I bet you he's a certified goofy. I'm gonna tell my pappy to come to career day, and he's gonna be a certified boss. You'll be in the presence of a boss for the first time in your life, little dude. And I know we're both the same age, but I'm calling you little dude because your grandpappy's a hater. Like, this is how their lineage is going to play out. They're not going to have people looking at them like, wow, I'm so proud of my spouse or my person for being such a negative person and such an unconfident hater that lost it all for coming up against the chosen ones. Like, they have to look themselves in the mirror. No matter how hard they try to run from it, they have to look themselves in the mirror and embrace the truth. No matter how much they try to play like it's not the reality, trying to bring you down to their reality so they don't have to embrace reality. See, they can't accept the fact that you have faith and your faith has opened up doors from you or for you, right? And they can't accept the fact that on top of your faith, you have work. You have more work ethic than them. You have more wisdom than them. You carry yourself in a way to where you don't let people pull you down, right? You carry yourself in a way that exemplifies strength and discipline, and they're mad about it. But what is there to be mad about when you have 27 hours in a day? When you have 7 hours in a day, baby, 24 hours in a day, 7 days a week, and you can do it too. What's the problem, Brody? Like, I don't get it. Where's all the animosity and the hate coming from? But guess what? That's not our problem. It's not for us to worry about. What you need to do, bro, is keep pushing. What you need to do, sis, is keep taking care of them babies and elevating your life and allowing Lord Jesus to elevate your life, because these haters are so irrelevant. The distractions are so irrelevant, and it's so repetitive at this point that it's easy to move past in a focused manner, because God is blessing you and testing you with these distractions for this very reason, right? And this is a lot of the reasons why he's letting it play out. Number one, to test you. Number two, to show these people that, hey, the more that you gather up acting like you're distracting somebody, acting like you're throwing somebody off their purpose, is the more that they're gathering up, plotting their own distractions, plotting their own demise in the spirit, because they want you to go broke. They want you to be distracted. Bro, fear and anxiety and planning envy and all these different things, that's the lowest vibration that you could be at, which is what you're going to attract, which is why they wake up every day, phone broke, TV broke, oh, this happened, I got an attitude with my boss cut you off, you walk past, people that usually say hi to you, they look at you like, you know what I'm saying? People at the grocery store don't respect you, you losing things, you falling off, you in debt. Why do you think things keep happening back to back to back, and they still have the nerve to come up against you? Try to see what you're doing. Try to follow you. Try to move around in these little trinkets of cars and feel like you're supposed to be moved by it, bro. Even if it was a Porsche, even if it was whatever, bro, I'm not moved by it. You're not moved by it. We're not moved by it. Who cares? If anything, we look at people like more of goofies when they're trying to be seen with something, because it takes the swag out of it. I don't want you to see me in something in an unnatural way. I'm not going to try to be seen. That's when people really admire you, when they see you're not trying too hard. But these people never learned that. That's why they weren't who they really wanted to be coming up in life. And people always looked at them like a goofball because they're trying too hard. They want to try to fit in. They want to try to get attention. Guess what? Because they tried and they failed because they didn't want to be their natural version of themselves. Now all they try to do is distract you to no avail. Distracting themselves to every avail, because that's why they fail. See, what you do to others is a boomerang of what you're doing to yourself. And you realize this, which is why you pour love and confidence and peace into people. And you're going to continue to do so in an undistracted manner. If you know this to be the case, don't you be afraid to hop down there in that comment section and say, my enemies will never distract me from my true life purpose. In Jesus' mighty name I pray. Make sure you guys hop down there, like this thing up. Make sure you guys hop down there, share this thing up, hit that subscribe button, and hit that bell button for keeping the loop every time we drop. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Fire, boy.